Your persistence is growing quite tiresome. Do you truly wish for your skill to be masked by this cheat? How will I know if you are truly worthy? Believe me, I am worthy. I wonder if we'll get 2 greater smokes now during the boss fights. Or if we'll get 2 tries for the boss fight. I don't know. Either way, it's a great pickup. Yeah, we're adding to the collection of figurines. Still don't know what's going on here, though. Maybe behind the painting one time will be a wrench or something? I don't know. We don't need any items. And we can do some sacrificing if we go this way. We just have to pass a trial. Or fail it on purpose to minimize our cards. The Trial of Blood. The 3 drawn cards must cost at least 4 blood combined to pass. The Trial of Bones. The 3 drawn cards must cost at least 5 bones combined to pass. The Trial of Health. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 6 health combined to pass. Bones would be hard, because we need at least both of our bone cards. The blood cost... Well, either of the other ones, if we get the Urayuli or the Grizzly, we're pretty much guaranteed. But I think we'll go with health. Let the trial of health begin. The Mantis God, Corpse Maggots, and the Cockroach. Well, we would have failed regardless, so... Except the bone thing, we would have passed that. Oh well. The trial was failed. That's fine. Let's go ahead and put the Mantis God ability onto a stronger card. Now, do we put it on something that'll always come back? But would be harder to play without enough bones. Or do we put it on a big card just to cause tremendous overkill damage? Let's put it on the Urayuli. Wait a second. Can I take that back? I actually want to put the Corpse Maggots ability on the Urayuli. Can I take this back? I can. Thank goodness. Corpse Maggots on Urayuli. That means he won't get Trifurcated Strike, but it'll be easier to bring him out. Hopefully that was a smarter decision. We don't necessarily need a ton of overkill. Our stinky squirrels. Okay. It's got a ringworm that'll do nothing, and a 1/2 ant that could potentially get stronger. So I think we'll play our stinky stunted wolf. Use me wisely. That'll reduce his damage down to nothing, and he'll die from the stunted wolf. And let's work onwards towards the grizzly, I believe. Yeah, he had another worker ant coming down. The mantis is a little troublesome, but I think we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and get a squirrel. Okay, starting to outpace me. However, we now have... Oh, crap. No, this is fine. I didn't want to sacrifice him for the grizzly, but I just kind of jumped on it. However, to protect this squirrel, we played this squirrel to reduce his damage to nothing. I think that'll work out. I missed what the stunted wolf said, but that's fine. Go ahead and play your squirrel. Now our grizzly will take out that worker ant, reducing him back down to, well, he's gonna die. So the mantis doing 1 damage. That should be all he'll do. And now we're gonna start gaining back some ground. Actually, just better yet, we'll play the squirrel. Now that mantis does nothing. And here we go. That's fine. Just do it again. And we have enough bones so we can play the long elk. And plenty of overkill. Didn't even need a trifurcated strike Urayuli, which would have been super scary. Let's see what card we get. Reginald. A 1/3 with poison that only costs 3 bones. Or we could pick up another cockroach in case we come across a mycologist. Or if we want to put that ability on something else. You know what, Reginald? Welcome to the deck. Take care of some troublesome characters that way. Let's see if we can improve our squirrels. The decrepit woodcarver appeared before you. She moved with a certain vigor in spite of her considerable age. We can get a lot of bones from her squirrels. That's about our only choice. I think it's better than Stinky. Now we just need more bone cards. The gray-haired woman silently collected her carvings and left. We've only got one choice here. A totem battle. So his reptiles will have Hefty. Carry on, says the stunted wolf. So that 3 damage right away is going to be kind of harmful. Unless there's a cockroach blocking it. Which we can use a squirrel. Sacrifice it for 4 bones and the stunted wolf. Alas, says the stunted wolf. Now we have enough for the cockroach. And he'll come down, kill the cockroach, then move over. Stunted wolf can kill him. Perfect. And he will overkill through the rattler into the adder, killing both of them, which then just leaves a skunk. So we'll draw a squirrel. And we'll draw another squirrel. Play both squirrels. Sacrifice everything for the grizzly. Betrayal, said the stunted wolf. And we have enough bones now for the cockroach. Getting some overkill damage along the way. This is already shaping up to be quite a bit better than our last attempt. We'll get another random card. That's fine. We are ooh. I don't know binary. So I don't know what that is. But, that's interesting. Or the river otter. Well, obviously I gotta pick the sparkly card. I don't know what that does, but it'll be interesting. Let's go to the campfire. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its health, said a hungry survivor. Please, no, says the stoat. If you must, says the stunted wolf. And unfortunately, I got rid of Stinkbug a long time ago. So what would benefit from 2 health? Our bullfrog to block would benefit, but our long elk that can poison would also benefit. I said we go long elk. You had an idea. why not warm your creature by the fire for just a moment longer? One of the starving survivors took a step closer. This would be risky. Push your luck or pull away. I see. So, this is where the eat my creature mechanic will come into play. You know what, I don't know which, I think this one will cause him to stay longer. Let's risk it. Having even more health would be better. Hey, it worked. Luck was on your side. Perhaps one more moment? But you sensed the risk was now even greater. Push your luck further or run back? Nah, I'm not going to push my luck any further. The survivors were right about the flames. They had enhanced the creature's health. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your long elk. I think twice was good enough. That guy should stick around for a long time. Let's go to the totem battle. So his insects will have the loose tail ability. Lucky draw. Okay, so if either of these two die, Uriuli will come out in its place. These creatures have flying right now, so they can't kill any of my guys. So what we'll do is we'll play the squirrel into the mantis god. That way we can outpace his damage at least. And another bee that won't kill any of my creatures, of course. Let's go play the squirrel. And we'll play the stoat. This won't be enough damage to kill it. That's fine. Wriggling leg? I guess because it's not a tail? I actually completely forgot about that ability too, so there's me not thinking. The bullfrog. We should have enough damage now. No, because, well, yeah, we should have enough damage now. Perfect. Let's see, what do we have ahead of us? I don't think we have any duplicates for the mycologists, so I think I passed on that. Yep, I passed on that. I am curious to see what this is. We could go to the backpack, but we're full on items, so we'll go to the sacrifice. Which means we have to pick up a card. Oh, we could get a duplicate cockroach now for the mycologist that we're skipping on. But since we should be getting a lot of bones due to our squirrels, I think the rattler would be a good choice. And I think I know where I want to put trifurcated strike now. Yep, we'll put Mantis God onto Rattler. I think that'll be good enough. Make him a super one-strike Rattler, but it'll be 3 strikes now. Excellent. If only we could narrow it down just a little bit more. And we did get 2 greater smokes. A rotten scent caused you to retch. Doubled over, a mucky boot entered your field of view. You looked up to behold an unnaturally large figure. Bring fish? Still didn't get the interesting card. Can we do it? Yes, we can. We can get the Uriuli out turn 1. I think we will. He'll attack a bait bucket and have a great white come after him. But that's fine. I must trust you, says the stunted wolf. Oh, and we have enough bones for another cockroach, which we don't want to play because of bait bucket. Man, that woefully is an amazing card. Go fish. That's fine, he can attack the bait bucket all he wants. Play long elk and a cockroach. Go fish. Oh, another bait bucket. That could actually be troublesome. Okay, so it transforms into a random card. And we got the Warren, which is not useful. But we'll do enough damage that we're fine. Forgot that the great whites submerge. Reignite. Perhaps one of these will entice you. Oops. Mole Man, the amalgam, canine, hooved, reptilian, feathered, insectoid. The amalgam is all. Oh, that's his unique ability. If we had a totem that wasn't a squirrel totem, he would count as every tribe, because he's an amalgamation of all these creatures. Makes sense. The amorphous amoeba, its sigils are ever-changing. Well, that's interesting. Amorphous. When a card bearing the sigil is drawn, the sigil is replaced with another sigil at random. Okay. So we won't necessarily know what his ability is, but he's going to have some kind of ability. And he's another bone card. And since I don't plan on giving up my squirrels, amalgam won't work. We'll give the amoeba a shot. Shaken, but with a newfound resolve, you've moved past the pond where the angler now lay. A moment. The beauty of the falling snow could not distract you from the chill in your bones. Your body quaked in a futile attempt to maintain warmth. You had finally reached the snow line. I do like our bone ability on our squirrels, especially since we picked up a lot of bone cards. We don't need anything from the backpack, so we could try to go to the campfire. Pick a card by tribe. Don't really have any specific tribe we want. I don't know which one's most likely to give us a bone card, but I don't think there's any bone elk type creatures. I think the bat would count for the bird, or the vulture. Let's see what we get. The magpie. That's even better, honestly. Now we can make sure that woefully's in our hand. So off to the campfire. A group of starving survivors stood around a dying campfire. There is room for a creature around the fire, one said. The warmth will enhance its health, said another. One of the survivors said nothing at all, but could not stop licking their lips. So, it's health again. Is there a card we really just don't want? Because we could keep feeding it to them until they eat it. Or we could just make the long health even more defensive. Let's do that. Surely your creature could become more powerful, but you would need to risk another moment by the fire. Push your luck or pull away. We don't need a 110. This is fine. The fire warmed the weary long elk and enhanced its health. You suspected the intentions of the survivors were less than pure. With your long elk in tow, you retreated into the woods. So totem battles are only choice. So he's got some stinky birds. Our amoeba will submerge. And we got a river otter who will also submerge. So these guys can't block for me. Uh-oh. Starting to see some of the creatures that killed me last time. This is fine. We'll play the squirrel to play the stoat, who can block. You sure, says the stoat. I think so. Then we'll play the amoeba, just to do some damage. And they can't attack him back. Those raven eggs are going to hurt me, though. Is it time to use... Well, we have 3 flames now. We might not need the knife. The knife could have won it for us right there. Ouch, says the stoat. Question is, what do I draw? A squirrel for the river otter? Or try to draw a more powerful card that might win it? The rattler, but we don't have enough bones. Unless we use this. That should be enough bones. It is! Just enough. Oh yeah, his raven egg has stinky. But this will kind of clear the board a little bit. Allow us to deal enough damage that we should win. Perfect. Didn't even have to use the knife. I don't want any pelts. Just because that'll clog our deck. Oh. From here we can go ahead and delete a card. So we'll see what we get and then see if we want to sacrifice it or delete it. I don't know if we have a mycologist coming up, but this could be super strong on a mycologist. Or with a mycologist. I think we'll pick up the pronghorn with its bifurcated strike, and we'll sacrifice it to give that to a stronger card. Or we could put magpie on a cheaper card. Or we could put cockroach on a card that we don't want to lose. Nah, I think we'll put pronghorn onto a... Probably our grizzly, that's our other strong card. Or we could put it on long elk. It'll already have the sprinter ability. But now it can poison 2 enemies at once. I actually like that better. And let's see what's next. Squirrel. Alas, we meet again, says the stunted wolf. Okay, we could put the Uriuli into our hand, but it would involve pretty much sacrificing everything. I think that'll be fine. So play squirrel and stunted wolf. Use me wisely. Now we have enough bones for the cockroach. Sacrifice both of them. Farewell, said the stunted wolf. For the magpie. Put the Uriuli into my hand. Shiny. And now when our magpie dies to the elk fawn, we can play the Uriuli. Excellent. And they were even nice enough to move out of the way. How kind of them. Pick up a squirrel, although we won't need it. Yeah, corpse maggots on Uriuli was awesome, but having the magpie to make sure we have them in our hand, even better. Okay, how do we want to plan this out? We have no more pelts. We could fail this so we don't add cards, and then go to a campfire to maybe improve the strength of something. Or we could try to get an item, in order to fill up our items. I think we'll go here, and maybe fail on purpose. The Trial of Power. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 4 attack power combined to pass. The Trial of Blood. The 3 drawn cards must cost at least 4 blood combined to pass. The Trial of Kin. 2 of the 3 drawn cards must be kin to pass. Good. I'm pretty sure we would have passed either of these. This one we could probably fail. So let's try. Let the Trial of Kin begin. And we failed. Perfect. Let's hope it's power this time and not health. Nope, more health. That's fine. Just make an even stronger long elk, I guess. Or more defensive. Keep it right there, said one survivor. The creature could become more powerful. But the survivors looked hungrier by the second. Push your luck or pull away. We'll go ahead and pull away. The health of the long elk was enhanced by the warmth. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, he withdrew. And let's see what our battle is. Unfortunately, we cannot get the magpie out turn 1 because his rattler is too expensive. But that's fine. What we'll do is play the squirrel into the stoat. Keep me alive, says the stoat. We almost have enough bones for the rattler. Stop that, says the stoat. What we'll do is we'll draw a squirrel. Play the squirrel here. Play both of these guys. Play the magpie there. Pick up the Urayuli. And we have enough bones for the rattler now, who will deal 6 damage and kill the elk fawn. So we didn't even need the Urayuli, but we got the bones we needed. I don't want to pick up by kin if I don't have to, so we'll pick up a random card and see what we get. Kaminsky. A 0/1 for 1 bone that'll block and deal 1 damage to anyone who strikes it. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if we have too many things left to put Bifurcated Strike on. I mean, there are other cards I could put it on. I just don't know if we'll get the opportunity. Let's re-roll and see what comes up. Garbage Mark II. No, thank you. We'll go with the Turkey Vulture. 3/3 with flying. And now we'll take the backpack to fill our last item slot. Still haven't seen what the frozen opossum's capable of. Like I said, I don't know if that's another caged wolf situation, so we'll pick that up. Man, having 2 candles is awesome. The trapper sat hunched beside one of his traps, slowly cranking it open. He gingerly removed a mangled hair from the steel teeth, but left the trap unhinged. Ye shouldn't have come here. Okay. So we can go ahead and lose some of these cheaper cards to the traps and not worry too much, since we know we'll get some wolf pelts. I must trust you, says the stunted wolf. But yeah, we'll get some wolf pelts that we can use to steal some of his cards. I think this is perfect. We'll block any incoming damage. And eventually we will have quite a few wolf pelts. So let's draw. I'm trying to get the woefully out before these guys die, but that didn't happen. Do we want to play the cockroach now? Oh, we don't have enough bones anyway, so that's fine. Oh yeah, these guys aren't dying yet, so we still have another chance for the woefully, which we got. So now when they die, he'll probably replace this guy first. Let's go ahead and play the frozen possum here. Actually, that might have been too soon. Yeah, I might not get to see what it does. Because depending on what's here, it might not kill the possum. Lots of wolf pelts. We should have enough bones for these guys now if we wanted them. Nice, top deck, says the stoat. Yeah, we don't need them yet. Let's see what happens here. Ah, it is the end of my turn. Let's trade. I hope you brought pelts. I did, and just as I'd feared, I don't know if the possum's gonna get killed or not. If we take the coyote out, the grizzly will come down in a turn. The woefully is gonna... Ooh, his moose buck luckily has enough defense that he won't die right away. We might get to see the frozen possum. Let's see. Oh, but his moose buck has flying, so that damage is going to come in. How many wolf pelts do we have? Looks like 5. Yeah, I could take these. Oh. Forgot to read what he was saying. Because these creatures are prepared to rip your throat out. Trade for what you can, but know this. The rest will stay and fight for me. Yep, we'll clear out this middle section. And the coyote, so the grizzly will come down. Very well. Once our woefully attacks through, you won't quite kill the moose buck. The moose buck will deal 3 damage to me, so we need to at least deal 3 damage to keep this balanced. Rattler will deal too much damage. I think the great white could work. Well, the turkey vulture, that's 3 damage. Yep, we'll do this. Oh, maybe we didn't want to... Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, perfect. The next turn, the frozen possum will be released, and we'll see what happens. Oh no. This moose buck has hefty still, so the woefully is gonna kill him before he gets to attack. Unless we sacrifice the woefully for something that won't end the game. Okay, this is like the worst thing I could possibly do. But we'll sacrifice the woefully for the stoat. Just to see what's going on with the possum. You sure? Unfortunately, yes, I am. You should feel lucky, stoat. Mr. Robot Man? I don't know. Oh. So So the frozen possum is just a possum. That wasn't worth it at all. But now I know. Will we deal enough damage? Yeah, we'll deal enough damage to win without even playing anything. But what's the fun in that? What we'll do is we'll play a squirrel, sacrifice it for some bones. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Then we'll sacrifice these 2 cards to make room for the Rattler with his trifurcated strike. Get lots of overkill. Easy day. Need a light? Perhaps one of these will entice you. Hey, we can get the Mothman. A duplicate amoeba or Child 13. I think I like Mothman the best. Takes a few turns to get him going, but once he does... The mystery of the trapper and trader occupied your thoughts as you wandered onwards. A light in the distance caught your eye. Oh yes, I know. Here we go. We can sacrifice something, get a backpack item. We don't have any skins to trade, so I guess we'll do a sacrifice. Thin out our deck a little bit. Don't have a good plan for it. Probably put the magpie ability on something cheaper. I think that's our best bet. And our choices for cheaper are actually quite plentiful. Probably pick the strange larva. I'm going to want to play him earlier rather than later. And here we go. The warm light of the cabin cut through the thick fog. Surely your tribulations ended here. Let's go ahead and walk forward. See if we can get lucky and pass both these trials again. A rare opportunity arose. The great boons of Leshy's woods were on offer. The trial of the swift. The 3 drawn cards must include a card with the sprinter sigil. I think we have a couple of those this time. The trial of the ring. If you have a ring, you pass automatically. Well, we have a ring from the cuckoo clock. The trial of rarity. The 3 drawn cards must include a rare card. Oh, the ring is the easy choice. Let the trial of the ring begin. Oh, you are wearing a fine ring. You pass, of course. You may choose one. The boon of goat's blood. Start with the black goat on the board. The boon of magpie's eye. When you draw a card from your deck, you may choose any card in your deck to draw. That's a great one. Or the boon of ambidextrous. You may draw twice at the beginning of your turn. We'll pick this one. If we get a second opportunity, we'll try to get that one. Once again, the trial of the finned. The 3 drawn cards must include a card with the waterborne sigil. Don't think we have any. The trial of skins. The 3 drawn cards must include a pelt card. I know we don't have any of those. The trial of the winged. The 3 drawn cards must include a card with the airborne sigil. I think that's our best bet. Let the trial of the winged begin. And we failed. Technically, like if I were to get technical, if I was playing Magic the Gathering or something, I would say that symbol is there. But no, it's not an airborne sigil, so That's a fail. You managed to get a boon. This may be a fair competition. I'm fine with the Magpie's Eye one. Hi, Leshy. You're back. Sit. Hopefully he didn't get any
looks
stronger.
like I'll have to beat him again.
Sorry, Lucky Carter, I didn't mean to talk over you. Oh, how I relish this moment. The good thing is I can edit that part out. 2 flames will not suffice this time. I agree, that's why I got a 3rd. Oh wow, the amoeba even came with the Magpie Eye ability. But we already have the Uriuli in our hand, so that's fine. Play something to die in front of the amalgam. Something like a greater smoke or a bullfrog. So play squirrel into bullfrog so that he'll die. Then a greater smoke, and we have enough bones for the amoeba. What card do we want in our hand? We'll take the long elk, so when we get to the moon phase, we can just poison it. And I'm satisfied with this turn so far. Mantis God could prove troublesome. Well, it won't actually kill anything, so we're fine. For our next trick, I think we'll pick up the Rattler pick up the Strange Larva. And we'll actually, just to get him started, sacrifice the Amoeba. That allows us to draw yet another card. This time we'll pick up the Rattler for his trifurcated strike ability. We don't have enough bones yet, so here we go. Oh no! Last time he didn't do this. Well, I'm glad we didn't play the Long Elk yet, but we can't play anything now, although we have plenty of bones. So we're going to have to deal with this phase. Because we have plenty of bones, I think we'll go with Reginald. And we just have to wait till we have space. Stale fish. Hard chews. Are you going to steal a gold nugget from me? Too bad it's dead. Okay, this is dangerous. All the amalgams and the Mantis God. Luckily, the Rattler will be perfect. Go ahead and draw. Another bone card, I think. Play the Rattler. Fresher fish. Easy choose. Okay, so he's going to try to steal whatever my newest card is. Let him steal a cockroach. New fish. Easy choose. Easy enough. Mine now. Go fish. He should still come back to my hand once he dies. I think that's how that'll work. But we'll deal enough damage with the Rattler by itself. Let's go ahead and draw a squirrel. Oh, well, actually we still have plenty of bones left. But what we'll do is we'll play the Long Elk. He should poison the cockroach. and we'll deal 10 damage. Oh, we hadn't even put him into phase 2 yet. The moon-soaked forest bed gave rise to shadowy figures, gasping for night air after their long and torturous slumber. Ah, yes. No, not my high flyer. You can have garbage, though. I remember that one. Let's go ahead and draw. We are running out of bones, but we can get some more. Let's go with Stinky. Hello again. That'll give us some more bones. And we'll just play Reginald for more poison. Should do plenty of damage anyway. Oh yeah. And now it's the moon. This ought to work again. No, I brought lots of poison this time, buddy. Oh, yes. It still works just fine. Oh, and I forgot our stinky guy made it to where he can't even do anything. And we'll go ahead and draw. Just to see what our glowy card is. Oh, the Warren again. Maybe it's always the Warren. But we'll destroy the moon with Reginald. You're not the first to triumph over the moon. But go on. Finish it. Lots of attacks. All right. You had won the respect of the strange cabin's inhabitant. Your body quaked as the adrenaline of the battle subsided, leaving you with a gnawing hunger you had not eaten for days. Is it not so? Woo! I definitely still don't want that. Surely this food will please you. I took extra care in preparing it. Really? This does not meet your standards? Very well. It's probably the same food from last time. Stand there. Alright. Now we get to put film in the camera and see what happens. Who gave you that?